Cost of goods sold reveals the true cost behind every sale. In this video, you will learn how to uncover hidden costs, price accurately, and track inventory with confidence. Imagine selling products and thinking you are making money, but your numbers are tell a different story. Many small businesses and freelancers overlook costs, which is the real cost behind every sale. Today, I will show you how to calculate it and quickly understand the numbers that really matter. COGS, COGS, cost of goods sold, is the money spent to make the product you sell. Think raw materials, labor, and factory overhead. These are costs directly tied to each product. Indirect costs like office rent or marketing are important but are not part of COGS. Understanding this distinction is key. For instance, a freelancer selling handcrafted items must separate the cost of materials and labor from general expenses. This gives clarity on what each sale truly costs. What does matter? Why does COGS matter? Because it reveals your true profit per product. Selling without knowing COGS is like flying blind. You might think you are profitable when you are not. This is especially important for small businesses and freelancers with tight margins. Knowing COGS also helps with inventory planning and ensures you price products wisely. It's not just about math, it's about making informed business decisions that avoid costly mistakes. Direct materials are your raw ingredients, like flour for a bakery or wood for furniture. Direct labor is the cost of employees or freelancers producing your product. Overhead includes costs indirectly tied to production, such as electricity or machinery maintenance. Breaking costs into these components helps you track costs accurately and identify areas to optimize. For example, if overhead is too high, you know exactly where to focus. Your first step in calculating COGS is knowing what you already have, your beginning inventory. This is the value of all products or materials in stock before any new purchases or sales. Accurate inventory tracking is essential. Even a simple spreadsheet can prevent miscalculations. Think of it as setting your baseline. You can't measure cost if you don't know what you started with. Next, all the purchases made during the period includes costs like shipping, packaging, and raw materials, everything needed to produce your product. For example, if you run a small furniture shop, the wood, nails, and delivery fees all count. Adding these costs to your beginning inventory gives the total goods available for sale. Subtract your ending inventory, which is was left at the end of the period. This gives the cost of goods that were actually sold. Formula: If you start if you start with 100 units, buy 50 more and have 30 units left. COGS is the cost of 120 units. Simple subtraction makes a big difference in accuracy. Let's calculate $1,000 plus $500 minus $200 equals $1,300. This is your COGS for the period. Real world application. A small bakery buying flour and sugar, then selling cupcakes. Knowing COGS tells you what each cupcake costs to produce, helping with pricing and planning. Try your own numbers as we move along. Now it's your turn. Grab a notebook or spreadsheet and try calculating COGS for your business, project, or freelance work. Don't skip this. Doing it yourself makes it stick. Common mistakes include mixing indirect expenses like rent or utilities into COGS. Also, small costs like shipping or packaging are often overlooked. Another trap is using outdated inventory data. Even small errors can distort profitability calculations. Accurate tracking and categorization are critical for clarity. Track inventory consistently and update purchases in your accounting or spreadsheet tool. This prevents mistakes and gives a clear picture of your costs. Reviewing monthly instead of waiting until year end saves time and stress. Small, consistent habits make a huge difference in clarity and decision making. COGS informs pricing strategy. Knowing the minimum cost to produce an item prevents selling at a loss. For freelancers, this ensures services are priced fairly. Even simple awareness can save money and help plan future growth. Quiz time: 200 plus 400 minus 100 equals pass and calculate. Comment below with your answer. It reinforces learning and increases your understanding. In summary, COGS is the backbone of understanding product costs. Include direct costs, calculate regularly, and use this information for better pricing decisions. Accurate COGS tracking simplifies business decisions, prevents mistakes, and builds a solid foundation for growth. If you find this tutorial useful, hit like and subscribe for informative videos. Thank you very much.